So I'm doing more Why You Should Read because that's what I watch on BookTube. I like to watch Why You Should Read and see, hey, like these, if this series is for me or it's not. That's how I decided to read Wheel of Time and Stormlight and some bigger series like that. I'll watch Why You Should Read for them because, like, it's like, tell me if they're for me, and I've found both of those series and I love them. So I'm trying to do more of those because that's what I like to watch. So it must be what people like to get from me. So I'm doing some series I really love. And this is my favorite series. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite series. And it's like most action-packed. I mean, Wheel of Time is obviously Wheel of Time, but I'm not going to include Wheel of Time in this. But this is my favorite series of 2020 right now. It's really taken over my world, and I think this series could be for a lot of people. So that's what I kind of wanted to tell people. So I have a lot of reasons, and you should read them. And I did a recommending fantasy series a couple videos ago. And I included this, but this is a longer, more in-depth video on Why You Should Read The Burning by Evan Winter. I think Evan Winter is a great guy. I've seen videos with him, especially the Daniel Green interview. I really love it. I think he's just an awesome person. Yeah, and first reason, this is not typical. It is not your slow-paced, like, medieval. A lot of stories can be classified as medieval as fantasy stories. Like, that's been, like, it's not our world, but it's something else. Like, also based on medieval. This is nothing like this. It turns it upside down. And, like, that's awesome. It's really awesome. Like, having this based on African culture with all African heritage, with all these dragons. There's dragons in the mix. Rage dragons. Like, it's just insane how it goes. And, like, the culture is amazing. It's very relevant in the story. And all these characters are amazing. And I feel like the characters are so relatable. And they're in this culture. And it really just opens my mind up. And it's just a really awesome scene. And, yeah. Another reason is because this is action. This is 100%. There was not a moment in this book I was bored. Mainly because of this action and training scenes. Mainly because of his fight. This is one character who really wants to be here, who really, like, he wants to be in the position so he can get back at some people. I'm trying to not spoil anything at all, but this is, like, Wheel of Time, Rand does not want to be there. Stormlight Archive, like, people really, they would rather not have this situation happening. Like, the conflict is coming to them, is basically what I'm saying. And Ragey Dragons, he tries to fight people, like, because of his anger, which is, I've never seen this before. Like, I don't know, probably have, but, like, I don't remember this. Like, usually people have to come. Like, the conflict is forced upon them. This is different. It's so different, and it's really great to see differentiation in fantasy. Like, that's one complete flip in this book, and it's 100% action-packed. He wants this action. There's training scenes, because he's not the best. Tao fights for everything. Like, he hurts his arm. Like, he breaks his arm at one point. And then he trained to fight left-handed until his left hand was stronger than his right hand once it was healed. And that was a little spoiler, but not a major spoiler. But, like, that's awesome. Like, that's so cool. Like, I find that amazing. Like, it's crazy. But it's just so different. That's why I like it. It's not what I expected. And especially more of this in Rage of Dragons and Fire of Vengeance. But it's still here, because I could feel like in this book he's more angry. This book he's more devastated. Tao is the main character, if you didn't know. But there's the author. I'm not okay. Third reason, I'm not. This is one is hard not to spoil. It's a great reason to do it, but it's hard not to spoil. So I'm gonna be very vague as possible. So if you my most mild spoilers, if you don't like to read the back of the book, it spoils you, then probably don't watch this part. But uses people. The author's not afraid to kill off characters, and that's all I'm gonna say. There was deaths in this book, and people close to Tao, and it kind of happens. It just happens. A lot of characters are really not killed off, in a lot of fantasy series, or less at the end. But this is more dense. I like it I don't like it when it happens to me, because that's when I usually get mad to have it happen, because I'm feeling it's good. It feels placed. It doesn't feel I'm just randomly killing off this character. Each character serves its purpose very well and moves along a storyline. I'm trying not to spoil this right now, but that's the most I can give. I'm gonna not touch on that point as much because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys because this is an amazing series. But you did notice that, just like, you know, and another reason is mainly because like it is a great writing style. Another one of the writing style is very upfront, action packed. Like it's a writing style. It's one of my favorite writing styles, and it's just like really works well, especially with this kind of story. Like it kind of meshes well with the story, because like it is not a Lord of the Rings. It is not like there's different kinds of fantasy. This is not Stormlight, and it's not Lord of the Rings. It's not as dense, I would say, but also very thought out, well written, and there's a lot of quotable lines in this book. Like I don't really annotate my books, but like there's some things I was like, I should like keep this for a later date because he says some stuff that's motivating, and like it really just motivates me to do my mundane tasks in life, like because of he's fighting for like like he's fighting people, and I do think this is a great mix. Another reason of personal conflict and just the whole world in general. Like there's some stories that have like this is the stories about me, like my getting what I want, and there's some stories like for the bigger purpose, like for wars or for like whole kingdoms. Like I'm just gonna use Stormlight as an example again. Like they're fighting this in a war. They're fighting a war. Is with the Parshendi and Stormlight. And, like, that's a bigger, like, they have characters, of course, and their character work is excellent. But he doesn't around, like, the bigger thing, really, they're all fighting to win the war, if you know what I mean. But, like, perfect mix if has his own goals that are nothing to do with this. And he also has, like, he wants to help the Queen Tafia, that's her name. And, yeah, I'm super excited for the third one called Lord of the Demons, I believe. And yeah, this is an awesome series. And another one is, I wouldn't consider it grimdark. It's not First Law. It's not as gruesome, like bloody as First Law. It's not for faint-hearted, but like it's not as First Law. But it is also like, I would say not grimdark. There's not grimdark, but all has grimdark features in it. Like, there's a point, like, because, like, you can realize, especially because I root for Tal, obviously, and, like, that's grimdark, you can't supposed to root, you don't really root for them. Or you root for them, but they're not, have good intentions, but I root for Tal, and I think he has good intentions, but at this point, in Fires of Vengeance, he fights Jabrai, because another non-spoiler, he is a really hardcore fight with Jabrai, and Jabrai's his friend, like, doing something, because Tao did something bad. That's insane, because, like, it's not, like, because he did, like, he couldn't avoid it, it was his fault. And, like, he did it for, obviously, his cause, but, like, it's weird to see, like, he did something bad, there's no avoiding it, he did something bad. But still, like, he's, like, I used to root for him, but, like, people are mad at him, because, like, it's so hard not to spoil it. Like, there's some series you can't really spoil, like, you're not to really spoil. There's some. Like, you can't talk about spoiling. I'm sorry, but like I really hold back on my spoiler-free reviews. But yeah, every one of these books, and I was scared because there's so much hype for Rage of Dragons, and not as much for Fires of Vengeance. And Fires of Vengeance was good on another level. I feel like it was different. It was very kind of a shift from the first book, and I still really enjoyed it writing style because I really trust this author, and if like. I love Evan Winter. I'm going to be one of my favorite authors if he writes more books on this caliber. But I hope the third book is going to be great. I know it's going to be great. It should be coming out in 2022, but this is a great series, and I'm probably talking about it for too much now. But if you're ready for it, read it. This is one series. I recommend you reading 110%. And yeah, that's the end of the video. So, yeah, I'm doing more Why You Should Reads in the channel because, like I mentioned at the start, I like to watch those, so I'm making those. But, like, that's I'm probably going to do one every other week. This week, The Burning by Ray, and then I should be doing Thrawn Trilogy soon. And I filmed the Thrawn Trilogy video, Why You Should Read, but that was a long time ago. I was using to upload at a later date, but now I don't want to upload it because it's not a good quality. Stormlight, and I already did Mistborn, and I think the next series... I did Why You Should Read, dude. But, for our next series is probably going to be Series I've not. I don't know honestly. Maybe Narnia. No, I did Narnia. I keep forgetting. But Martian probably gonna be soon too, and just a bunch of random series because I like to watch those. So yep, that was my too long video, and yeah, again, convince you to read. I want you to be convinced to read The Burning because it's a great series. So see you guys.